Myths and misconceptions about old age. Our 15 aging myths debunked. Getting older often comes with its fair share of challenges, from health issues to life transitions. However, many of the things we associate with aging are not inherently part of the process. Misconceptions about getting older can lead to fear, stereotyping, and even elder abuse. That's why today we're debunking 15 common myths about aging. By understanding the truth behind these widespread fallacies, we can empower older adults to embrace aging on their own terms. We'll tackle myths on mental and physical decline, finances, relationships, usefulness to society, and more. You'll walk away better equipped to care for your aging parents or make the most of your own later years. It's time to shatter stereotypes and start aging consciously and positively. Let's get started! Myth 1. Dementia is a normal part of aging. One of the most widespread and harmful misconceptions is that memory loss and cognitive impairment are just par for the course as we get older. In fact, dementia is not a normal consequence of aging. While conditions like Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia do become more common in the senior population, it is by no means universal. Research shows only around 7–10% of adults over 65 have dementia. So, while increased forgetfulness can happen with age, severe memory loss signals something more serious. If a loved one is displaying signs of significant cognitive decline or personality changes, don't write it off. Consult their doctor, as many forms of dementia can be slowed through early treatment and lifestyle interventions. Getting evaluated gives aging adults the best chance to continue participating meaningfully in their own lives. Myth 2. Old people can't learn new things. Another misguided stereotype is that the older you get, the less capable you become of learning new information and skills. Reality shows us this isn't true. While certain types of fluid intelligence do decline with age, crystallized intelligence, the knowledge and wisdom acquired over a lifetime, continues increasing into our later years. Older adults absolutely can and should continue building new skills. In one study, individuals over 60 who engaged in digital photography training saw gains in memory, reasoning, and processing speed. Learning new skills actually keeps aging minds sharper. And with lifelong learning now more accessible through community classes and online tutorials, there's no reason for mental stagnation. Stay curious. Myth 3. Aging means loneliness and social isolation. Many assume that aging cuts older adults off from meaningful social connections and leaves them feeling lonely and isolated. But this doesn't have to be the case. While older adults are at higher risk for loneliness due to losing loved ones and having health issues, there are ways to counteract this. Seeking out community groups tailored to seniors' interests is a great option. And intergenerational friendships can provide social fulfillment and cognitive benefits. If you have aging parents, arrange visits with grandchildren, volunteer together, or take technology classes as a family. With a little creativity, seniors can stay socially engaged. Myth 4. Old people lose their sex drives. You may have heard the saying, old people don't have sex. This myth assumes that as adults age, they lose interest in intimacy and sexuality. In reality, many seniors maintain fulfilling sex lives well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. While sexual health changes with age, the desire for closeness remains. One study found over 50% of people aged 80–102 were still sexually active. So while erectile dysfunction or vaginal dryness may present challenges, don't assume your aging parents have given up their sex lives. Their intimate relationships may look different than when they were younger, but can still be meaningful. Myth 5. Aging means becoming frail and weak. Another myth assumes growing older means becoming frail, weak, and dependent on others. This promotes harmful stereotypes of seniors as feeble and vulnerable. In fact, keeping our physical strength and mobility into older age is very possible through regular exercise tailored to ability level. Strength training can combat muscle and bone density loss. Activities like Tai Chi improve balance and prevent dangerous falls. While some decline in endurance, flexibility, and motor skills does happen, aging adults can take proactive steps to retain independence. Support your aging loved ones in staying active at a level that's safe and meaningful to them. Their well-being will thank you. Myth 6. Seniors can't use technology. It's easy to assume seniors avoid modern technology or struggle to use smartphones, computers, and other devices. But this digital divide is quickly narrowing. Recent surveys found over 70% of older adults regularly use the internet or own a smartphone. Many are signing up for Facebook, taking online classes and video chatting with loved ones. While some platforms use interfaces that can frustrate aging users, classes at senior centers help bridge the gap. Patience and one-on-one guidance from tech-savvy relatives also goes a long way in helping seniors thrive in our digital world. Myth 7. Aging means life isn't worth living. A harmful perspective in many cultures sees aging as a period of decline and despair leading up to death. But the stories of millions of thriving seniors prove this outlook false. Just because we age doesn't mean life loses meaning or purpose. In fact, studies show life satisfaction remains consistent or even increases after age 50 for many. Retirement frees up time for passions and relationships. Grandchildren can provide newfound joy. While some do experience grief over loss of abilities, aging opens new doors too. Support seniors in finding fresh purpose. Remind them life is still worth living and their contributions still matter regardless of age. Myth 8. Seniors must be taken care of by family. Some cultures place expectations on adult children to become caregivers for aging parents. But this notion is outdated and can cause undue burdens. Quality care homes and assisted living facilities now provide excellent senior care options. And respecting aging adults' autonomy to choose their living situation is important. As a caregiver, have open conversations about preferences instead of making assumptions. Offer logistical support in finding appropriate housing and care. But don't impose expectations to live together. Ultimately, it's their choice. Myth 9. Retirement means you're washed up. Retiring from a lifelong career can understandably cause an identity crisis for some seniors. Feelings of aimlessness and regret are common, but this transition doesn't have to equate being washed up. Retirement frees up time and mental space for exciting new endeavors. Some launch dream businesses, pursue passions, or travel. Others embrace volunteering, mentoring, or spending more time with loved ones. The key is proactively planning how to meaningfully spend their newfound time. Support retirees in discovering fresh purpose rather than settling into inertia. The possibilities are endless. Myth 10. Seniors outgrow their hobbies. A common myth claims that aging adults abandon hobbies and activities they've always enjoyed. In reality, keeping engaged with enjoyable pastimes is key for seniors' well-being. While they may need to modify some hobbies to accommodate changing mobility, many core interests remain constant throughout life. And continuing beloved activities promotes crucial stability. Support aging loved ones in adapting hobbies like gardening or golf to meet their current abilities. Explore new creative outlets like painting or writing if mobility declines. Staying active and following passions combats isolation and depression. It's never too late to learn new skills either. Aging is for thriving. Myth 11. Seniors can't handle major life changes. Going through jarring transitions such as relocation, losing a spouse, or serious illness can be difficult at any age. Myths presume seniors don't have the resilience to cope with such changes, but research reveals our ability to adapt remains intact as we age. Seniors summon time-tested wisdom and perspective to help process changes. Support systems are key. Family, friends, faith communities, grief counselors, and support groups all help smooth transitions. What's important is never underestimating an aging adult's capacity to show resilience. Don't shield them from life changes. Guide them through it with compassion and sensitivity instead. Their stores of inner strength will surprise you. Myth 12. Growing old means declining mental health. Some paint aging as a dismal decline into depression and other mood disorders. But the reality is seniors' risk factors for mental illness mirror those at other life stages. Isolation, medical issues, certain medications, and trauma can all impact mental health. But finding purpose, community, and therapeutic tools equip seniors to thrive. Look out for signs of depression like appetite changes, sleeping issues, or withdrawal. But don't presume sad spells mean full-blown disorders. Supportive listening and professional referrals can help assess what's needed. With care, the golden years can be the most meaningful yet. Myth 13. Seniors must limit challenging themselves. Well-meaning caregivers sometimes limit seniors' autonomy in an effort to protect their safety. But removing healthy risks and challenges can be detrimental. Seniors who remain engaged in appropriate stretching of physical and mental capacities often show better functioning. Trying new things, problem-solving, and calculated risks all keep aging minds sharp. Of course, guide against clearly dangerous behavior, but allowing for some autonomy fosters confidence. Evaluate risk on a case-by-case basis. Enables seniors to retain their decision-making power. Staying sharp requires continually testing oneself. Myth 14. Aging means becoming a burden. As health challenges arise, many seniors fear becoming a burden on loved ones. This outlook often stems from cultural stigma around receiving care. But needing assistance is nothing to feel ashamed of. Vulnerability and interdependence are part of the shared human experience, and caring relationships thrive when support goes both ways. There are also professional caregivers trained to help with more involved personal and medical care. Rather than dreading dependence, equip seniors to receive help gracefully. Help identify support systems that allow them to retain dignity and a feeling of worthiness. Any season of reliance is temporary. Affirm their intrinsic value throughout. Myth 15. Seniors can't make a difference. A final myth claims seniors have nothing worthwhile left to contribute. But the truth is, aging adults have a lifetime of experience to offer. Their wisdom and talents are invaluable. Seniors can provide guidance as mentors, coaches, and advisors. Their skills enrich arts organizations and volunteer groups alike. Grandparents play an irreplaceable role in families. Every season of life carries significance and purpose. Remind aging adults they are needed and valued. Tap into their wealth of knowledge and abilities. Their legacies and positive impacts continue to ripple throughout communities. While aging undeniably brings its share of challenges, many supposed downsides are based on pervasive myths. Separating aging facts from fiction is key to empowering seniors to embrace their later seasons with confidence and purpose. Through understanding aging's realities and harnessing tools to optimize health and well-being, older adults can continue thriving mentally, physically, and socially. Their contributions enrich families, friendships, and communities for generations to come. Here's to aging consciously, aging positively, and aging with grace and gratitude. The future for seniors is brighter than ever. What myth will you help debunk today?